Intro starts in the B position. So here's your B, you know, G, A, B. Your thumb is doing this. Okay, your pinky finger should be holding down the first two strings. Okay, and then you have to kind of combine those. So I'm using my thumb to hit these top strings, and then I'm using my middle finger and my ring finger. And I'm just kind of pulling those up like that. Just takes a lot of practice. After that, open E, walk up to G. So E, F sharp, G. That's a D. Back to F sharp. Then we're going to hit an E power chord, which you can do there, or of course you can do it up here. Okay? That's an E right there. That's the higher E. Okay? Again. And then a real quick D you'll hear at the end of that riff. And of course, with my right hand, if you don't know how to do the palm muting, you kind of put your hand up against the string. So instead of that, you kind of rest your hand against the string, so it mutes a little bit. All right, and then after that section, you've got the D, A, B. Okay, after this, the verse. We've got, of course, you know this is a B power chord up here, but we want to go an octave higher. So where your pinky is at, that's also a B. Most of you probably know this. So we want to start there. So here and here. Now, since you've got a shift in your tuning when you go up to these strings up here, instead of here, you'll actually be here. So this is going to be your chord. And it's an octave higher than this. Okay, so it's... And I'm doing that, the palm muting again. I'm hitting it open, and then I palm mute it. And up here. Okay, so that's kind of like a D power chord, except no index finger. So it's just these two notes. Okay. And after that, this is a G. Now, normal course, you know this is your G power chord, so we want to go a higher octave. So we'll start here, and I know I just said that that's the proper way to make a power chord up here, but this is going to be a little bit different. We want, instead of this sound, we'll make it sound a little bit different. Do that, okay? That's your last one in the verse, your last chord of the verse. So it's your B, your D without the actual low D, without the index finger. Then, and it sounds like you should change chords after that, but really it's just the bass changing to an E, but you stay on that G. And then we've got a palm mute D string and A string. So remember palm muted. So the end of that sounds like this. And then back to the B again. Okay, now the chorus is going to be a B power chord and then a higher B power chord. Let it kind of like that, okay? And do your that little sound you'll notice on the recording. So what I'm doing, I'm putting my hand, my left hand on the strings so that they don't move. So I get that sound. I'm not pressing down. I'm just setting them there. Okay. Okay, then go up here to your A, then B again. That's that D without the index finger again. That part again. Now this time we're doing a G power chord the normal way, or the correct way with the pinky, as you can see out. There's your D, A, B again. Then it's got after the I think it's after the first verse. It's got like a harmonic, and you hear it goes up an octave. And I'm not sure how Steve Stevens does it, but I know that the guitar player in my band Retro Vertigo, he does it like this. He hits hits there, and then he hits up here. So this is your B string on the 12th fret. It's a harmonic. A harmonic is where you just lightly touch the string, you pick it, and then take your finger off the string, and then hits it up here on this fret, on the 5th fret, to get the higher octave. So, and then use the whammy bar if you got it. Like that. Let's see what's next. Then before the, of course, before the solo, it does the beginning part again, which we already went over, and it does the intro part again, which we went over. It does that. Okay, here's the solo. It starts off. You're kind of in your position like you would be for if you're doing the pentatonic scale. Pentatonic is the scale. That's your pentatonic scale, which most of you probably know already. We're going to start down here. That's the second string. There's a 10th fret and 9th fret. That's the first thing you hit for the solo. Like that, okay? Then okay, now that's probably the right way to play it. I'm on the 3rd string, pushing up here, and then I'm holding down these two. I actually do it like this with my pinky finger, because if I push up this far, this Floyd Rose tremolo is so sensitive that it pulls the other strings out of whack a little bit. So I normally do it if I'm playing this guitar like that, but really the right way to do it is probably like this. You can tell if those are the other strings off a little bit. Okay, then we go. So we go up to here. All right, so it's from the beginning. Okay, so then and that's on that same B minor pentatonic scale. Then after that, he's got the weird sound he does with a toy ray gun or something. You can, if you want, just kind of muffle your strings. Do something like that if you want to. Let me make sure I did that run right. I've done it so many times I kind of forgot how to do it because it just happens naturally. All right, so. Wait. Okay, I kind of go back and forth. Here we go again. Sorry about that. All right. Once again. Then we do, this is like the same pattern, but in different places. You see it goes. Okay? So it's chromatic. Chromatic means you don't skip any frets, you hit every fret. Once again. Then up here. Then one more time. So it's doing that same pattern, just different places on the neck. Okay, now on your second string, 10th fret, we're kind of doing a hammer, and at the same time taking your pick and kind of pressing the pick against the string and moving up. So press the pick against the string and then sliding up. So, and I think you should start right there on the 15th fret. Sounds better when you do it fast. Okay, and then the way I do this, I make it a little more complicated than it needs to be. Because I think they normally do it further up on the neck. But I like to go up here and do it so I can hit the open B like that. And I'm pick once, then I'm hammering. And after I pick, I'm kind of pressing my pick up against the string right above that, because otherwise it's going to make a bunch of unwanted noise. And then the last part is, and that's what's that? Of course, you got your octave here, your 2 dots. This is 2 dots above that on the second string. It's that note right there. And I'm also holding down on the bottom string. I'm holding down right here. I'm holding that down. And I believe, I think that's the whole song.